once again to the 458 Speciale. Now today we're doing a real daily vlog. Haven't got anything concrete planned as such. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll know that towards the end of the day, or even the evening, it started absolutely pouring down. Third day I've experienced rain now in Dubai, and once again, to give it some context, they probably have about 7 to 10 days of rain per year, so we're doing well. So anyway, we've had a track day at Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi, and then rainfall, so the car's pretty dirty. So one stop we're making today is at NVN, because they're going to get it back to looking beautiful. But while we're in town, I always like to drop into the local car brands just to say hi, because back in England, we obviously work quite closely with the brands over there, and I've also got quite good relationships with the factories directly, but out here it's a slightly different situation. So we're gonna make our first port of call is going to be Bentley of Dubai. We've got a meeting with those guys. Not going to be driving any cars today, but who knows what we might be able to plan for the future. And then we're going to go and head over to NVN, give the car some sprucing. But ultimately today we moved into a new hotel and it is absolutely glorious. So once we've done that, we'll go check out the one and only. Let's hit it. And welcome to the largest Bentley showroom in the world. It is 3 stories above ground, 3 stories underground, and at 75,000 square feet, it is something to behold. Now I've decided to start on the roof terrace. I'm not sure, but this might be the only official Bentley showroom with a roof terrace, and what a terrace it is. Let me just point you around here. It has some of the most magnificent views of Dubai that I've seen since I've been here so far. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't quite have the height of the Burj, but it has one of the best views of the Burj, and this is their entertaining space. Now, if you look down there, this is where the lift that runs from the very bottom of the ground floor in the basement, the lift shaft runs all the way up through 6 stories to the very top, where they can offload brand new cars for exhibition on this rotating pallet right up here. Now, obviously, we're out of season right now, and there's no events going on, but I needed to show you this space just to give you the complete feeling of what's going on at Bentley Dubai. Now, let's head downstairs to another floor. All right, floor number 2. Now, the things about the floors in Bentley Dubai is that each one is dedicated to a certain theme. So floor 2 is to do with pre-owned cars. Now, walking around here, you certainly wouldn't think it. They all look brand new. If it wasn't for the mileage, I would be convinced that these cars were brand new. It is immaculate. And of course, being the biggest Bentley showroom in the world, there's a lot of pre-owned stock. My favorite being the GT3R over there. I mean, I'm not sure I've actually ever seen one. I've seen plenty of photos and I've seen them at shows, but I'm not sure I've ever seen one outside of a show situation. It looks fantastic, and to have such a massive array of stock all under one roof means that there's probably something to cater for everyone's taste. But if not, that's what floor 1 is all about. So of all the wonderful floors in this fantastic flagship, I think this has to be my favorite. This is the Mulliner floor. Bespoke personalization room where you could come and I would imagine spend hours and hours deciding on every specification for your car. The materials are endless. We've got everything from leather to carbon, mother of pearl inlays, bespoke paints. And what's great about Bentley, they are such a brand of history and heritage that everything has a story. There's some paints samples over here, for example, there's one of them which has a wonderful story that a princess had her favorite nail varnish matched to the color of her car. And I think every single one of these has a unique story other than just the beautiful shade itself. You could get lost in here. Now then, this room is very significant indeed. This room is called a majlis, which we might consider as a community room or a communal room where people gather to sort of hang out and talk. It is specifically designed to chill. This is unique because there's no other Bentley dealership in the world that has a majlis. It is very culturally specific to this region, and therefore it's very cool. There you have it, the ground and final floor, which is dedicated predominantly to Continental GTs, of which there are many. Now, time is ticking, we've got to be at MVN to watch the 458. Quick whip around here and then back on the road to get this Speciale cleaned. Okay, back at MVN, but while the wash is going on, it's quite loud, so it's a perfect opportunity to go and see what they got in next door. Been away from here just 2 days. 2 days. Gotta have a look at what's in stock right now. Starting with La Ferrari Aperta. I mean, these guys have some cars through the doors, but this is probably one of, if not the best car I've seen. The first time I came here was the Bugatti Chiron. And let's face it, this is up there with that absolutely magnificent piece of kit. And an Aperta, no less. These guys are doing the full works on this, paint correction and PPF. Now this is pretty cool. We have yet another 812 Superfast parked next to another 812 Superfast. What I'm quite interested in right now is these two blues. So casually, we have this TDF blue F12 TDF. And this is a blue called Blue Swatters. It's very slightly darker. For those of you who watch the channel regularly, you'll know that I have been graced with an order slot on an 812. I won't be getting it until late this year, probably fourth quarter of this year, but it's probably going to be 2019, which gives me quite a lot of time to go and speculate with lots of different specs on the car. But so far, I've been between a variation of silver, a variation of navy, like these two. But the more time that I've spent around these cars, because the Middle East and Dubai in particular seems to have had a flurry of 812s. I think I've seen 5 since I've been out here, including this one, definitely. They have this amazing black one here. In fact, this is the first one I saw when I came to MVN for the first time. Yeah, now we've got two parked next to each other. Pretty amazing. But, comments below. Specs for the 812 Superfast. If you follow me on Twitter, please feel free to go on the Ferrari configurator and have a play around and send me some specs. Last time I asked for this, loads of you submitted some amazing things which I didn't even think of. But I'm actually so taken with Rosso Fiorano on my Speciale that I'm considering that or potentially Fuoco, which is a triple layer pearlescent red. Yeah, anyway, let's see what else is going on. If you follow my Instagram stories, you will have seen this resplendent Vanquish Zagato. They only made 99 of these cars worldwide, so it's an honor to simply be stood in front of one. The outgoing Vanquish, I think it's set to be replaced next year actually. is one of my favorite Grand Tourers ever made. They sound phenomenal. And of course, naturally aspirated V12s are somewhat of a dying breed, which is why special edition coachwork builds like this is something to behold, it's something to celebrate. It's why this guy's done the right thing by protecting it. It's just come in for full body PPF. It's had paint correction and also had a ceramic coating as well, because I actually thought that Dubai's atmosphere would be a little bit cleaner than it is, but there's so much dust and grime in the air that having the hydrophobic coating just makes stuff slide right off. And when you come back to clean the car, it's so much easier. Yeah, an honor to see this car, and the gentleman who owns it, I've just met him. What a nice guy. True passionate petrol head.